Hello, in this video I'm going to show you an example of how to use a support vector machine using scikit-learn. Okay, it's a very short video. We're going to be classifying data from these files. Example inputs 2, we have 2 features for each point, for each data point, and we have example outputs 2, those are our classes 3 and 4, and we are going to create the model, train it, and then classify these 2 points with the values 1, 2 is the first point, and the value 6, 1 is the second point. We're going to use NumPy arrays. In this case, we don't need to do any classification, but just in case in the future we need to do slicing of the input data to get it into the format, get rid of columns that we don't need, and so on. Okay, so we get our x values from the example inputs 2, y values, for example, points output 2, and here I'm using a linear kernel for a support vector machine, and this creates the classifier, this line here, and then here the classifier, this name is whatever name you decide. In this case I'd call it CLF. CLF.fit with x and y will train the classifier, and then we'll just predict to predictive class for the 2 test data. If we run this kernel, we get the first point is of class 3, the second point is of class 4. If we change the kernel, okay, in this case the points are very nicely organized that it's very easy to classify them. So again, we get 3 and 4, and if we change the kernel to radial basis function, we also get 3 and 4. Okay, as I was saying, it's because the points themselves are very clearly in 2 clusters far from each other. If your points are more complex, then you might get a benefit from using different kernels. Okay, and in here it looks like you're just getting the same value. It's the right value, okay, the right classes for each of those 2 points. But remember, if you're not getting a great accuracy with a linear kernel, try different kernels, polynomial with different degrees. Okay, I just use the quadratic here. Try radial basis functions, or try sigmoid function. Okay, so this is how you use it in scikit-learn in Python. Goodbye.